Yo, yo. Yo, ho, ho, and a bottle of rum. What we got, people? How we doing? Did the alert go out? The alert did go out. Good. That's one thing I noticed. Um, the alert goes out when I pre-schedule the show. Like if I give it like a half hour or an hour, it almost always goes out. What's up? What's up, Eon? Isaiah, what up? Where your sources? What the fuck? Oh, about the fight? Um, the boxing voice? I don't know. That's what they said. They usually Ness doesn't usually talk unless he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He usually wouldn't say that, but what he said was Coppinger reported it. And apparently Coppinger is a what's the word? Reliable source. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I haven't worked out in 2 days because I was feeling sick, but I feel better today, so I'm gonna hit the bag today. Get some of these fucking demons out. What's up, Seth? The boxing voice. He likes shams for boxing. What? Kalia, what's up, girl? Or Woj? Or Woj? I just remembered what Mamoon said last night before we signed off. What the fuck was that about? I guess people get too comfortable sometimes, huh? It's all good though. He's a young man. What are you gonna do? I might do call-ins today. What you guys think? Call-ins? No? Yes? Maybe? Go fuck myself? Marco, I'm here, but I'm doing errands, so I can't type in chat like that. Okay. All good. There he is. We just talked about you. Also, fuck CJ if he comes in. Oh, Jesus Lord. Tonight? I don't know if I'm doing tonight. Remember tonight I do my date night with wifey? So I think I'm just doing right now. Monday nights I take off because she gets mad at me if I don't spend time with her. I want to spend time with her too. I mean, it's not just because she gets mad at me. Shams and formerly Woj used to break NBA news and they super reliable. Oh, okay. I was on Eon, are you a big NBA fan? I was just on Kendall Gill's show. You know who Kendall Gill is? A little before your time, but you might know who he is. Not a little, a lot before your time, but you might know who he is. Yeah, I'll listen, but I'm at work. That's dope. That's dope. I can't wait until this is officially my work and I'm helping you guys get through your work. Because right now, until I'm making enough money where this is covering my life, I feel like it's not my work, even though it is because I'm building it. Oh, shit. My man Vlogs. Appreciate the super chat at TBV. You should have saved it for me, though, not for them. But appreciate the super chat either way. And you're right. I will fuck mess up. But everybody knows that. Has being on the panel with TBV helped you be more confident on camera? I suppose so. I've always been. I did stand-up comedy years ago. I boxed in front of people ever since I was 13. So I've always been comfortable speaking in front of people or on camera. But being on TBV not made me more comfortable on camera. It taught me. No, you know what? It did make me because it taught me, right, doing comedy or boxing, that's not being on camera on the internet. So yeah, it did get me used to that setting and more taught me how to run my own show more than anything. I remember when I first went on TV, I was like, whoa, this is like he had all the banners going, people calling in. I was like, this is crazy. You know, the community there was wild. And now, I mean, I'm nowhere near that, but I'm building. He was on the Bulls. He was on the Hornets. Yeah, yeah. He was a pro boxer. You know, when he retired from the NBA, he had 5 or 6 fights in his mid to late 30s. And now he does a podcast that covers mostly boxing, but I think they cover a bunch of shit out of Chicago. What's up, Soul? Hey, Mark. Forgot the O. Do you think Tank will stop Roach in the rematch? No. Tank can get better, but the fact is, we saw a couple of his shots land clean. Clean as Irish Spring. Cleaner than Irish Spring they landed, and they didn't do anything. So that's not going to change. Unless Roach's chin just randomly gets worse. Because he now knows how Roach fights. Do you think he want to be as confident in the rematch and perhaps lose himself? Yeah, I don't know. The fuck never knew that he got footage out. Yeah, they have it's called the Parlay Podcast, Parlay, I believe. I can see him knocking out Roach in a rematch for sure. I mean, we could see it happening, but I don't think it will. Tank vs. Roach actually confirmed. That's what they say. You being on TV and showing tough skin led me to follow your videos and lives. Oh, thanks. Tough skin for what? When they're like racist and shit? Or what do you mean? Roach looked slow to me with those counters. I can see Tank capitalizing if he's not in his head. I mean, I don't know, man. Nah, like, do he got boxing footage? Oh, yes. I believe there is. I remember seeing one video of him. It's like a fucking home camera. Like, it wasn't on a big card. It's like a home cam. Now, mind you, this is also in the probably right around when I was fighting in the early 2000s, I would guess. He had the fights. Excuse me. But yeah, there's definitely at least one video of him fighting for sure. Shout out from Monterey, NLMX, Mexico. What up? What do you think about Benavidez versus Caleb Smith? What do I think? I don't think anybody on God's green earth can beat David Benavidez. Well, nobody on around his weight class, I should say. Heavyweights will probably take care of him. Would you rather be overconfident or not confident? Over. Team Markel Boxing, we're holding it down. Oh shit.
Thank you. Come again.
Marco's Benavidez. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on his manager to answer me. She did not. It's a great question. She didn't answer me yet, so I don't know. She's usually good though. Like she usually gets it popping. So I assume it will be at some point. Yeah. The time Queen Amin and Ness got emotional. Well, that was racist. You want to say emotional? I mean, let's be honest. They were just being racist. But and I haven't talked about this on that show, but Amin actually hit me up privately the next day. It was like, "Yo, I don't think you're racist," and he was cool. You know, he didn't say sorry, but he was cool. Like he basically was like, "Nah, I didn't mean it that way," and he was cool. So that's all I needed. Because look, I don't know what it's like to be black in America right now. Like motherfuckers get triggered. I get it. One of my closest friends one time got triggered, who's known me years, black dude. And when he did that, that's when I realized, oh shit, like the racial tensions are high right now. And I took myself out of it. This isn't about me. Because at first I'm like, how the fuck long you known me? I'm like, how the fuck you long you know me? You're gonna actually assume that I said something. What? And then I realized when my boy did it to me, it's like if somebody doesn't know me nearly as well, like I get it. It's not about me. And he came at me like a man and was like, look, my bad, blah, blah, blah. Ness, I don't believed it. I think he was just trying to stir the pot. And then but Amin got real. Even Ness was like, I think he even said on that show, was like, oh, I was just kind of trolling. I didn't, he didn't even really mean it, but Amin did at the time. But it's all good. We squashed it. David has been vocal about moving to cruiserweight after it becomes undisputed. I would love to see. Yeah, I don't like that he's thinking about that so early. Like, clear out 75 first. Mark, I remember when the older dude from Louisiana called in and you started falling asleep. Older dude from Louisiana and I started falling asleep. Well, the bomb for the super chat. The air horns for the super chat. But for the actual meat and substance of what you said in the super chat.
Get the fuck out of here!
You're a nice guy, so people are going to try you. I'm not that nice. Like, I'm nice. Well, what's a nice guy, though? If you fuck with me, I'm not going to, like... You mean because I'm not... You mean because I'm more, like... I wouldn't say nice is the word. Like, personable. I'm not... I don't have a chip on my shoulder. And by the way, Linsol, I used to have a big fucking chip on my shoulder. Huge chip on my shoulder. Like a huge fucking chip on my shoulder back in the day. I want to show you guys something. I wish I could get to it quicker, but I don't like the way they just did all these damn new I don't like the way they just did all these new. Here, all right, let me show you something. Hold on. So this dude right here had a huge fucking chip on his shoulder. This guy had a fucking astronomical chip on his shoulder. Like, I was an angry young man. You could even see at the end of the bag work. Look. Look at the way I look. Look at that. You just see it there. I was an angry young man. Why the fuck is this popping up? I didn't even try and hit this. But yeah. That was not racist, though. What was not racist? What? What was not racist? Canelo stops David. Alan whoops David. It's people culture. We have different. No. You don't really remember. That was right. They literally called me a white line. They were saying racist. You must not remember. That was purely racist. They said, "Oh, you mean what I said wasn't racist?" I guess that's what you mean. Yeah, I know I wasn't being racist, but they assumed I was being racist back then. And again, I understand. I get it. I if my best friend, one of my best friends can be like the times we're living in right now. So, I get it. It's not about me. Now, obviously, if the shit continued happening, I just wouldn't be there. I'm not going to sit somewhere where people are shitting on me for shit that's not true. But, every now and then everybody snaps. I get it. Gvon actually called in that time. I remember that. Yeah, Gvon was like, "This is disgusting. You guys owe Marco an apology. Huge chip on your shoulder. Did you eat the chip?" Just got older, Gvon. Just got older. And then the chip fell off the shoulder. Canelo is the strongest chin. True. I don't think he's going to knock Canelo out. I think he's just going to box the shit out of him. He's going to mash his face up. He's going to you're going to serve his face with a side of like meatloaf. He's going to mash it up like you're serving it with a side of meatloaf. Your hands are too low. Get out of here. Oh, you're trolling. Yeah, that's what everybody says. In that video, they weren't, though. That's why I was like, that's when I kept my shit pasted. That one, you couldn't say that. Later, when I got on my Roy Jones shit, then you could say that. It was Cotto's brother. Yeah, Miguel Cotto's brother hurt him. Marco Pac-Man. Yeah, I think, look at the end, it was intense. Yeah, oh, yeah, look at the end was intense. Yeah. Now, that was a angry young fella. Even the dude where I had even though I was kind of a pretty boy. Like, I won't front. Maybe you guys don't think so, but I sure do. So do ladies, by the way. But where is it? Where's this fucking picture? Annoying. I hate how. Here it is. Yeah, and this version of me too. This is right around the same time. I was a chip on my shoulder here too, for sure. You guys have probably seen this before. That version That Marco was angry. But look at this. Look at the ladies peeping. Look at that. Look at her. She's like, ooh, what we got going back there? Get in line, bitch. No, I'm just playing. Well, I wasn't back. I was filthy back then. Filthy like with the man, it was out of control. Anyway, where were we at? Where were we at? Where were we at? Let me go down here. That guy, your last bag video told you to use your hips. Yeah, man. Some of the comments are hilarious. Use your hips, turn your shoulder. I love the ones who think I'm like Make-A-Wish. They're like, it's a great start, man. It's good exercise and you're really trying. But, try to watch some videos and turn your shoulder at a 4-degree angle and just pivot. And then you'll get there. Keep up the good work, champ. Like I'm do you know the word? But whatever. And they mean well. That's the thing. Those are the ones that probably hurt the most. It's like I look like Corky on the bag to you. That's what is happening when you look my video. Like, damn. But I get enough of those. They don't bother me. Do you remember COVID? Do you remember during COVID white people apologizing? Because yeah, my black friends were like, I didn't do that shit, but they were like, it's so annoying. All these white people are like asking me if I'm okay. It's like, fuck you, leave me alone. I never seen any bag work without someone trying to say, oh, every time. Not the Kevin Rooney, not the shit that I showed you just now, because my hands were always. They didn't say that there. Yeah, and Canelo dropped. Oh yeah, she was scoping. Marco looked like a hoodlum. I was, man. I'm trying to tell you, I was. You don't grow up in that area and just like I wasn't a rich boy. I wish I was rich. I had rich. That's a cool thing in New York City. That's what people don't realize. Even though I came from the hood, right, and a lot of my friends were hood, I had rich friends. Like you would go to public school in New York City, and yeah, a lot of rich kids went to private, but so many of them went to public. Like my public school, I had everybody from hood dudes to project dudes to tenement dudes like me. Rich people. I mean, I knew a girl whose pops fucking owned the Giants. I knew Tommy Hilfiger's son. I knew Robert De Niro's son. Mad actors who ended up being big actors later, but at the time were like, that's just how New York was. So you're around everybody. So that's why, I love going there. Share the live. What up? Marco, you getting sued? Nah. He's messaging me now though. Like nice, like trying to like he sent me he sent me an angry voicemail threatening to whoop my ass and like crazy shit. Like right after I guess he heard me talking about him on TBV. He sent me a voicemail like last week, like right after he lost, like literally threatening me. And now he's coming at me like I'm good. I want nothing to do with that. Hands can be glued to your face, so gonna keep your hands up. That's true. Check your. I did appreciate you. You got 3 of them in now, but CJ, we're still like 25 short of the fucking goal. So if anybody wants to win these gloves, let me get them down here during every live. Send the $10 Cash App to the Cash App you see right there, and put Grant Gloves in your name, and we're gonna raffle them off in around 5 days left now. Why you guys keep Nest Pass on how we totally use? You got to be kidding. Oh, okay, yeah, you are kidding. He clearly biased defending his friends. Now it's cool making fun of him suing them, but I'll get CYP. Thank you, Gio. Appreciate you. I mean, I could get him, by the way, because, I can still fight. But thank you. Never supported the BLM movement despite having black friends and never a problem. All right, I'm not getting involved in that shit. You're Mexican, you could say that. I can't even. Nope. Not touching that one. E-Rock, that's on you. Forget being a fan of man. Imagine being a fan of someone who calls a sports show. What if you don't have a Cash App? I don't know. You could download it. It's free. What up, Legacy? What's cracking? Love, peace, and hair grease. What's going on? Marco, I'll handle the light work for you, is what I mean. I got you. You're a little thug, huh, Gio? I was going to name my son Giovanni. We went with Leo. We went with Leonardo instead, but that was the second name. It's going to be Gio. Yep. Almost did it. Thurman beats Spence respectfully. I think so too. We don't know what Spence has left in the tank. The tank might have been crushed to shit. It might be in the scrapyard now. We don't know. But if the tank is still attached and not rusted and not scrapped, we don't know. But I'd have to agree with you. Don't worry about COP. I just run for 3 minutes. I felt bad for him at first, but then when he's so like he said racist shit to me, and then he's threatened me like now I don't now not anymore. But at first I felt bad for him. It's like he's a human being. You know what I mean? He's had a rough life, and but not when you shit all over me. We got you, Marco. No CYP shit. All talk. You saw that. Well, yeah. I mean, most people who talk a lot are all talk. Most people, not all people. Spence is going 2 years since he lost versus Bud. I know. Tank vs. Roach should take place in Greece. I see what you did there. I like that. I like that. CJ with his fucking 19-year-old picture. Yeah, CJ, why are you trying to catfish these girls? Huh? Why are you trying to catfish these girls? You got your fucking middle school graduation picture up as your profile, and you're like 75 years old. Why are you trying to catfish these girls? Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. When they made that montage of all the shit he said beforehand, it made me feel less bad. I didn't see that, but I could imagine. Salute, brother. What's up? What's up? What's up? Marco, my guy, you never pulled up to True Media show? Nah. He never asked me to. Why? Is it a good show? Why do you ask? Damn, should have named your son a true warrior's name like mine, but I missed. What's he with P mad at you? I'm guessing. Exactly. Nah, exactly. I just said, yeah. And you know me, like I don't shit on people. It was just an honest opinion. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. PBC fighters are sus. Okay. My 6-year-old childhood cat got murked by a truck. Oh, that's too bad. Fucking cats, man. I don't know why they're always trying to get out the house when it's just like a jungle out there for them. Where I live now, Connecticut, which I'm not happy about. You know that we got fucking bobcats running around rampant outside? Bobcats. Bobcat will fuck up a cat, a dog, and probably my daughter, nah. Mm-mm. Maybe rats aren't so bad. I'll tell you guys right now, if I make a lot of cake, I might want to move back to New York. But maybe not. I do like having both. Maybe I'll get a crib there and a crib here. That's the way to go. Because it is nice to have the peace and quiet at my age. People got so much time, they're making diss tracks. What up, Guru? Spence Thurman and Cowboy Stadium. That'd be dope. I just don't think they're going to fight each other because it's like two old farts. And I'm not saying they're old farts, but for boxing, they're kind of two old farts. Who wants to see that? We do. But what promoter would be like, yeah, let's make that fight? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We got a clown CYP. No, I'm not. I'm leaving him alone. I want nothing to. I'm good. Let him, because college chicks are the cure for midlife crisis, and I'm only 40. Don't lie to the people. You, CJ, be real now. You really be banging college chicks? Are you really at 40 banging 19, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds? Tell the truth. No judgment. I'm just curious. Rats. You got rats in Jersey, right, Mamoon? Or do they not go out to Jersey? I'm pretty sure they got rats in like Newark, Patterson area. What's up, Drummond? I'm glad Spence didn't fight Fundora. I think it would have been a mismatch. That's hard to tell. Old Spence might have mopped him up like some. You know what I mean? Mopped him up like some. I was gonna say mopping glow, but that's redundant. They are two old farts. They are, but they're still capable old farts. Funny, I see play clown. Call him as talk to. Oh, he was bad. I mean, he was bad. He was a good character though. Like I thought he was more of like a character, like just for the show. I didn't realize that's who he really is. You know what I mean? Like, and that makes sense because, I used to watch wrestling. I've met some wrestlers in real life, seen documentaries, and you think they're just putting on an act, but almost every wrestler, Macho Man, all these guys are that fucking wild out. They're a little crazy outside of wrestling. So it's a similar thing. It's usually like actors too. Some of the best actors, that's kind of really how they are. That's why they're so good at doing it. Well, let's see if he answers. He didn't answer. CJ, answer the fucking question. Marco, you got to do a breakdown on me versus Tony Harrison, even though it wasn't tried. When did you fight Tony Harrison? Amateurs? I'll do it. Send the link. I mean, was it, if it's boring though, it'll not, no offense, but like amateur fights tend to be boring because of the headgear and all the punches. And you don't see what lands. Amateur fights tend to be boring, but send it if it's exciting. I'll break it down. CJ got a weird P. All right. Hella rats in Patterson, I could imagine. R. Hayes, what's up, man? Where you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Boxing boring as F now. There's no big fights coming up. CJ also, I'm not doing that. Leave him alone, man. Come on. What's up, Philly? Philly smoking those trees. Ric Flair wasn't all of them, Robert. All of them. I know. I've hung out with numerous times. I know Jake the Snake Roberts personally. I mean, he was a straight up crackhead, which is a bit extreme, but I don't think Errol can get cleared to fight. That's why his fight keeps getting. I don't think he wants to fight. I disagree with you. Dudes who want to fight or are pushing for it or out there, they're on social media. Errol had one video with his shirt off, like, yeah, with his thick ass Texas accent. Yeah, I think I ain't ready, but I ain't ready. Guys, just not the kid. I'm always ready. You know what I mean? And then that's it. But he didn't say, I want to fight so and so. I'm ready. He just goes, yeah, I think I'm not in shape. People want to fight or putting out videos, or you see more of a yearning of an effort to fight. He's not showing effort to fight at all. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with the Charlos. You too, man. Jake the Snake is dope. He does really funny stand-up comedy. Well, spoken word, I would say. Was good, UK Rob? Was good. What do you guys say in UK? I know the Irish say, what's the crack? What do you guys say? Bum-ass Tony Harrison. Glad Charlo got his... Gio, you sparred him or you fought him in the amateurs? I'm excited for the Kambosos card. Sky Nicholson is a beast. If Canelo offered he'd jump out of retirement, it's about money, Lebowski. Errol Spence had the fight beaten out of him. I'm not so sure one loss can completely beat everything out of you. Just one? I mean, maybe. Boo Boo. Nah, Boo Boo's too big. Charlo's 60. You know what? Maybe he's not too big. They're about the same height. And didn't Boo Boo start at 54? All right, maybe he's not too big. I think they should make Jermell versus Lara. Ugh, stuffy ass nose. That's when only fight that makes sense for him now. He's never making 154 again. Definitely agree about Spence and Charlos. It's like they're satisfied with the money they made. I mean, little Charlo just raked in tons of cake with Canelo and made sure he was unscathed while doing so. You know what I mean? Didn't get really hit, stayed away. Fuck it. I was talking 168 Charlo anyways. Well, we've never seen 168 Charlo officially, have we? I believe we have not. Just saying. R. Hayes, Jamel doesn't want to fight either. Big Charlo and Spence just holding out for Canelo bag. Answered your question, Marco. I didn't see it. Nah, late 20s is young. That's what I'm saying. Oh, wait. I'm confused. So you don't fuck with girls in their 20s. You go what, 30s? Because I think about it, like I've been with Tia since I'm 25, right? Up to that point, I had a hell of a run. But so I don't know what it's like to date past 25. But if I was single at 40, I don't think I'd fuck with girls in their 20s or even 30s. Like at my age, now you'd have to be in your 40s. Like, what are we gonna talk about? Power Rangers? Like Jersey Bob. Was there an official? No. There was Coppinger. Let's find it. Let's see if it's even true. I mean, I believe that's who said it. Let's see. Michael Coppinger X account. Let's see. Is this his official account? Yes. There we go. So it's from Chris Maddox. He said it. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. A Tank Roach rematch could happen as early as. Oh, okay. So it's not official. Sources tell the show. Okay. So no, it's not official. It could happen as early as the 21st. 30s. Good for you. March. So yeah, 3 months. That's good. 3 months is enough time. Tank looked like he had lost his hunger. Um, I wouldn't say he lost his hunger. I would say he was nervous. He looked like stressed out. Didn't have any spite in his punches. No, no, you don't think so? I thought he was throwing hard punches. I thought he was throwing some hard punches. I thought he was throwing hard punches. I disagree with that. But up to you. Your opinion's your opinion. I thought they just didn't do anything. They landed and they did nothing. So big difference, right? Shit. He came out firing after he took the knee. Yeah, no, he was throwing hard punches. And a bunch landed. They just it was like dink, 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 dink. Hitting cast iron, baby. I feel like he usually way more ruthless looking than that. Not really. Think about how he looked against Frank Martin. Think about that. What was he doing? He was getting outboxed, moving around, letting Frank kind of fire himself up, letting Tank get a little tired, letting Tank think, oh, I could start popping off combinations with no recourse. Ooh, okay. All this power people talk about, what's the big deal? Sometimes you get that way as a fighter. I've been in there with guys who look powerful, who are said to have a lot of power, but then when I get in there, didn't feel hard at all. So if Tank takes a chance and rematches Roach next and loses, is the Jake Paul fight still as big? No, not as big, no. I noticed Tank yawning a lot backstage. He looked tired before the fight. Did you think that had anything to do with the performance? I just don't think he wanted to be there fully. I know what that's like. I've been in that situation where I don't want to be there. Bunch of times. What if Tank don't hit as hard as we thought? Same with Better BF. Um, Tank does hit as hard as we thought. Better BF has never been a one-shot wonder. He's been a cumulative puncher. He's Johnny Appleseed. He chops and chops and chops. Tank, though, he's been Nagasaki. He's Hiroshima. Just takes one. At any point in the fight. At any point. He's dropping Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Tank versus Roach looked like a spar to me, in all honesty. Kind of. For some reason, when Tank and Canelo fight, them punches be loud as fuck coming through the TV. Yeah. You know, they used to mic dudes' gloves. Do you guys remember that? There was a brief phase where they mic'd the gloves. Or they had the no, not mic the gloves. I think they had a boom mic go down in the middle, a separate one, so you could hear everything land. No, did they mic the gloves? Somebody else, one of you other old farts in here, help me out. Did they? I think they did put mics in the gloves briefly. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's see if I'm right. I believe they did, but I don't remember for sure. Did professional boxing ever put mics in the gloves to hear the punches? I know I'm spelling that all wrong, but the good thing is ChatGPT knows what I'm talking about. No, has never put microphones inside gloves to capture sound of punches. Okay. Does professional boxing drop boom mics in the ring to capture the sound of punches? Yes, professional does use the strategically placed boom mics at ringside to capture the sound. Okay. So that's what I meant, I guess. I guess they didn't always do the boom mic thing, but they started doing it. Nah, but BF punches have Bivol running for his life. Tank's biggest knockout have come from dehydrated opponents. Damn. Sub Armor Pilates. Stop. Tell us about your sex life and don't want. Stop. Tell us about your sex life. You don't want to be there, huh? The fuck's happening? What are you guys talking about? Did that guy ever explain himself for lying on the people? What guy? What are you guys talking about? I'm confused. Better BF made Bivol change his style into Devin Haney 2.0. I feel bad for Better BF after he lost to Bivol. He said I never wanted to give him the rematch. Well, I don't blame him. He knows he barely squeaked away with that victory. Like he barely stuck away with that victory. You blame him? I don't blame him. I wouldn't have done it either if it was on me. I'd have been like, nah, I beat him. It was close, but it was boring. I want to move on to new things. But it was so close that Turkey made sure that, it happened again. So he had to do what needed to be done, which is kind of cool. See, that's Turkey enforcing something good, right? Because if it was up to the fighters, a lot of times we wouldn't get fights that we want to see because people are avoiding them. That would have been a fight that technically should have happened again because it was so close, even though it was boring. But Arbiev clearly won twice in my eyes. I mean, you said you don't want to be there. Oh, in the ring. Oh, you were joking. I got you. Glad we aren't getting the trilogy. I know, right? We've all spent more time moving than actually trying to land bombs. I mean, he beat him the second fight, clearly. I thought Bivol won the first fight and Beterbiev won the second fight. I mean, I think Bivol clearly won the second fight. First fight was close. My 2 cents with a Z. The TKO League should make jerseys for the boxers. Use weight class for numbers. That's a little corny. No disrespect to you, but that's a little corny. I feel like Bivol was gifted that win and the win with Canelo. Gifted the win with Canelo. Nah, he beat Canelo easy. First fight was close. I had Bivol outboxing better BF. Bivol took the last 3 rounds off in the first, which is why he lost. He took rounds off. I don't call that running. Okay. Bivol got spanked. Fuck out of here. They mad because Bivol won. Right. Bivol definitely beat Canelo kind of easy. Yeah, definitely. For show. Marco, we probably had a file about you. It's all love. I'm just saying. What's good, Marco? I'm just getting a chance to catch the show. Is Tank vs. Roach official? No. I just found out it's not. It can be as early as June 21st, is what's reported. They've both agreed, is the latest. They both want to do it, but no date is officially, nothing's official. Bivol beat Canelo 7-5, fuck out of here. I'd say that's about right. Maybe even 8-4. When Shakur moves, he's a runner, but when Bivol does, he's a master boxer. The difference is, R. Hayes, Shakur doesn't throw the kind of combinations in between the running that Bivol does. Shakur's more like a jab here, jab there. I'm excited about that fight. P. Deps. I'm excited about that fight. I think Chris Eubank's too big for him. Way too big for him. I think it's kind of silly to match them up. I get the whole father history thing in England and all that, but it's going to be a bit of a mismatch. I don't think Conor Benn can hurt him. He's just too big. Bivol launches an offense off the back foot. Shakur is just a track star. Okay. Bivol will wipe the floor with Benavidez. Trust me, people. I know that. People that know boxing know. Is Roy Jones the GOAT?
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
Answer is yes. Conor Benn is putting rehydration clause on Eubank. I mean, what are you going to do? They're very much apart in weight, right? Like I said, it's a silly fight to make. There are 3 weight divisions apart. 3 weight divisions apart. Let's see something. Conor Benn versus Eubank, tale of tape. All right. Where's the tail? Here it is. All right. Eubank is 33. Conor Benn's 26. Okay. So we got a 7-year age difference. 14 more fights. for Eubank. No losses for Ben. Way more knockouts for Eubank. See, Ben is not a hard. That's so strange. Ben to me seems like such a hard puncher, yet his knockout percentage isn't crazy high. What is it? 13 divided by 20, 65. Huh. Here's the height. 5'8". I don't think he's 5'8". Maybe he is. So it's a 3-inch height difference. Eubank looks more like 6 feet to me, but whatever. 10 stone. See, now they got this stone shit. The reach. Why do they do reach in inches, but why don't they do reach in meters or whatever the fuck they use over there? 6. Yeah, I don't know what the weight is, but I know it's 3 weight divisions. So it's not the biggest discrepancy, I guess, right? It's not the craziest discrepancy, but I just think Eubank's too big. Do they have, and way more experienced? Do they have set out 3 months, or is it only true if they take punishment? What you mean? I heard Roy Jones knock James Toney down with the move he got. No, he didn't knock him down, unfortunately. He did officially, but if you look at the replay, it wasn't a punch that dropped him. The punch kind of missed. Roy came in with his body and hit. Roy jumped in with his body, and the momentum of his body hit James and knocked him back. It wasn't a real knockdown. It was officially, but not technically, in my opinion. And I love Roy, but I'm just being honest. I broke that down before. His body is what knocks him down. Bivol smokes David. Only fanboys say David beats him. Connor been dropped before, and he's been doping. Okay. Ramirez is a pressure fighter with decent power. Haney going to have to set. Okay. I've met Connor Ben, and I would say he's 5'7". That's what I'm saying. He doesn't look 5'8" to me. I think it's more like 6 feet versus 5'7", but I don't think they want to put that there because it'll look too ridiculous. Connor Ben only hard puncher on juice. Oh shit. The omelets? The Capri Sun omelets? I watched the Shane versus Floyd fight. Floyd dominated that blue skin. Blue skin? The fuck's blue skin mean? Dudes lie about their height too much. I'm 5'10" as well, and I have sometimes been as tall as 6 feet. You said you were 5'11", Alberto. Alberto, you numerous times said you're 5'11". You said numerous times that you're 5'11", so
Got him!
just saying. Is it too soon for the Tank vs. Roach rematch? Don't they have to sit soon? Nah, 3 months. What up? Is that today? That is today. Yeah, hey, same to you. Oh, my brother. Ooh, we should go out to trying to save money, but maybe me and my family should go to dinner. There's a pub around here for St. Patty's. Every time I watch a Floyd fight, I believe even more he's the best ever. That's okay. Shane's eyes. Oh, wait, what? I lost 100 betting on James Toney versus Roy. Well, that's because you bet against Roy, Bob. But I guess even back then, you
Y'all must have forgot.
forgot. Get out of here. Young Guns, big shout to my man. Hitting me with the extra crispy 2-piece. Roy hit Tony with a clean left hook. Nope. Yes, but it wasn't the hook that dropped him. Are you going to make me fucking show it? You going to make me show it? You going to make me show it? You going to make me show it? Now you're going to make me fucking show it. Now you're gonna make me fucking show it. Let's see. They'll flag this for sure. That's okay. I'll just take it out if they do. Let me see. Don't I have? Hold on. Nah, see, it's the whole fucking clip. Let me see. Let me just find it. Let's see if they show both angles. Yeah, they do. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna use this one. Why you question me? Don't you guys know that not only am I a boxing expert, not to sound arrogant, but I'm also a Roy Jones expert? Don't you know that I love Roy Jones? And the last thing I'd want to do is tarnish what should have been a what people perceive as a knockdown. Hmm? Don't you guys know that? All right. Is it downloaded? That might take a fucking minute. Hold on, let me see something. That's one thing I don't like about downloading shit. Sometimes it takes too long. Let's see if this works. That won't work. All right. Man, I'm trying to download it, but I don't know if it's gonna fucking work. Hold on one second. Let's try one more clip here. I might even have it. Let me see. Roy James. Do I have it? Where's it at? Here, Roy. Nah. So I gotta wait to see if this downloads, which I don't think it's doing. Oh, I didn't even hit download yet. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Got it. Got it. Got him. Where is it? Oh, this isn't it. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. It says it downloaded, but where's that? Let's try it again. It's saying it's downloaded, but I don't see it. No ways. So whatever. But I was about to show you that. I appreciate the super chat though, but erroneous. Erroneous. Wait, maybe it's in my downloads. Hold on. Nah. Why the fuck's it saying it downloaded? If anybody has a link to that knockdown, the Roy versus Tony, where Roy drops him, where it has both angles, send me just I don't want to download the whole fight. Send me that like on YouTube. Then I'll because I got it from TikTok and this downloader says it downloaded it, but the shit's not popping up. So I don't know where the fuck they put it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find it, but it ain't here. Yeah, it ain't here. So um anyway. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Check your download folder. Yeah, I did. It's not in the download folder. And it doesn't go to my download folder, by the way. It goes to my desktop. I have it set to go to my desktop when I download. It's saying it downloaded it, but the shit is not here. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's not it. All right. Eon, the man, the myth, the legend. Appreciate you, Eon. That's shitbag quality, though, man. Terrible quality. And it doesn't show both angles. That's the problem with it. Let's see. James Tony goes down Roy Jones. Let's see. Is this the one? This is top rank though, but let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll do this one. I'll do this one. Hopefully it shows both angles so I can show you guys. I'll show you guys. Let's see. Does it show both angles? I hope. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do this one. Yep, and this one just downloaded. Beautiful. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So here's the fight itself. Let me get rid of this. All right. So let's get to the knockdown itself. All right, here we go. This is the knockdown. Boom. Boom. Comes in, hits him with that hook, and he goes down. He caught him and pushed him. The guy's even saying it. Here we go. Now watch this. Here we go. So now, that punch lands, but watch his body follow through, and that's what knocks Tony down. Watch. Boom. Right there. Right there. That collision is what knocked Tony. That's why Tony stumbles back off balance. Again. Beautiful punch, by the way. Hits him, but then Roy's body right here. Boom. Boom. His body. Look down at his crotch area. No tutti frutti. Boom. That's what knocks him down. Let's look at it in full slow motion. See, here you can't really see it. Here you just see, you kind of see it here too, actually. Hits him, and then boom, look at that. Oh, this is even better. Look at this forearm, hit him in the back. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Boom! Forearm, hip. Boom! Forearm. Forearm in the back. And then on the other side, not only was it the forearm in the back, but then he gets hit with boom. His pelvis hits him too. Did I not just prove my fucking case? Chat, be honest. Don't kiss my ass if you don't agree. Did that not just prove, young guns, while the punch landed flush, what knocked him down was the momentum of his body coming in behind it? Did that not just prove that? There you go. The punch didn't have nothing to do with knocking him down, I don't think. Because you saw Tony was clearly, he had all his wits behind him. When dudes are hit, they're just like, ugh. They're not like trying to hold their back. Nah. I'm just saying. What do we think? So as much as I would have loved to have said that Roy had a clean knockdown on James Toney, only one person ever knocked down James Toney clean. Hey, man. It was a pelvis knockdown. That, and I've done that. Like, I've done that. Because I used to leap in too. I would leap in and hit dudes. I wouldn't knock them down a lot, but I'd hit them and they bump off balance because I'm leaping in. That's normal. I'm going to take your wrench and I'm going to shove it up your colon. That's what I'm going to do. Okay?
Get the fuck out of here!
Punk ass. Again, guys, raffling off these bad boys. I want to get to the 30. Like, I'd love for that to happen. We're only at about maybe 12 or 13, something like that. Entries. We need at least 30. So I guess we're almost halfway there, which isn't bad. I guess that's not bad for 1 day or 2 days. But here's what concerns me is that most of the community, most of the regulars have already submitted for it. So where are we going to get the rest? That's what I'm thinking. Armor Pilates is right. I know he popped. There's a difference, though. He's not right, E-Rock. He says he's a steroid user. The difference between being a steroid user and accidentally popping once. Big difference. Are they signed by Roy? Nah. Nah, they're signed by nobody. I'll sign them if anybody gives a shit about my signature. Otherwise, you just get them as is. But if I sign them, don't forget, people, I got to open the package to do it. So anybody who wins it, who wants it signed, package has to be opened. As of now, it's still sealed. Prime better be versus Roy at 175. Come on, R. Hayes. Come on, R. Hayes.
Y'all must have forgot.
R. Hayes. Come on.
Y'all must have forgot.
I'm not even going to dignify that. You proved your point without the knockdown. Tony wins the fight. I'm lying. Roy won easy. Yeah, Roy won easy anyway. But it's okay for that to be called a knockdown because a clean punch did land right before he fell. So I'm okay with it being called a knockdown, but it really wasn't. Let's be honest. You win him, I'll sign him. Whatever you need. More vicious KO Tar. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Y'all must have forgot.
What's up, Mega Mac World? What's going on? The thing with this is like, yeah, Roy got knocked out pretty bad by Tarver and Glenn, right? But his knockouts are still way more impressive and spectacular. Behind the back, one punch to the body. Some of the shit he did was way more impressive. Roy's just looked bad because he just got hit and went right out. Roy failed an anabolic steroid test 2000 was 6 times over the threshold limit. Richard, his opponent, also failed. Yep, I know. I'm aware of that. That's why neither of them got penalized for the fight because they both were cheating. They're like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I've talked to Roy about that on my show. I think Better Bia versus RJ would be a great fight. Nah. Roy would have target practice on him. I mean, he would just be circling him. Spin. He'd be like a Pensacola hurricane. The Pensacola Tasmanian devil just spinning around him, blasting. Better Bia wouldn't even know what happened. I think he might even stop Better Bia. I think he might even stop Better Bia. You guys forget how good Roy Jones was. You guys forget. And since you forgot, I'm going to have to show you. Here we go. You fucking punks.
When Roy Jones went God mode, showing he's the greatest ever. 1992, Roy throws a distraction jab before coming over the top of the taller Maryland native, blasting Percy out the sky like he was playing duck hunt. Jones continues his Ali bounce before suddenly accelerating. Roy then decides to plant himself, inviting Harris to attack, then lands a counter that shakes Percy like he was experiencing turbulence on a Delta flight. However, the tough AAU champ gathers himself and starts swallowing Roy's bombs like he's Yoshi in Super Mario. But Percy's taunts only power Jones up, forcing him to knock the Sonic rings out of Harris, which bounce him around the corner pocket like an 8-ball. The Olympic silver...
Hold on. Here's something I missed, which I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys something. Now watch this. Oh, wait. I think it's right. I think it's this one. Oh, no, it's not that one. Never mind. My bad. Let me keep going. It's later on.
On a Delta flight. However, the tough him to knock the Sonic rings out of Harris, which bounce him around the corner pocket like an 8-ball. The Olympic silver medalist then detonates another looping bomb that leaves Percy stumbling back like he attempted a...
All right. I want to show you guys something. I didn't catch this till later. Look what Roy does. Can anybody see this? Right before he throws this punch, what does Roy do? Right there. What's he doing? He's kissing his fucking glove before landing a shot that knocks the guy into the 5th dimension. He's kissing the fucking glove. You see that? Twice. 2 kisses. Mwah, 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 Mwah. Now watch what he does after he kisses the glove.
Looping bomb that leaves Percy
Boom!
stumbling back like he attempted a trust fall in an empty room. Jones connects with another stunner that propels Harris back like he got hit with a cannonball in a circus. Roy's unicorn power is demonstrated here by his uncanny ability to snap his shoulder at the exact point of impact. Jones then distracts Percy like a hypnotist swinging a watch, using his right before firing his left, leaving Harris stumbling like he just left happy hour at TGI Fridays. Roy then follows up with a fistful of chloroform that collapses Percy in a reverse downward dog pose, forcing the ref to finally stop the fight.
I mean, come on. He kissed his fucking glove. Twice. I don't even kiss my daughter twice. She just gets one. He gave it 2 kisses. Come on, guys. I mean, Jesus. That was the greatest fighter who ever lived. Easy. You saw what he was doing? So, yeah, Tarver might have knocked him out brutally. But ain't nobody ever French kissed the glove. I mean, he was French kissing leather and then knocking dudes out. I'm just saying. Career can't be tainted if you're in the Hall of Fame. Marco, when someone doesn't glaze Roy. Okay, Eon. You're probably half serious, half trolling. But let me ask you a question. Am I wrong? Was that not some of the most impressive shit you've ever seen in the ring? Be honest. Was that not the skill? Have you ever seen anything like that? Tell the truth. There's clear video footage of it. Roy was like Mr. Clean, Magic Clean. Yup. What's the date on that tank first? They're saying, Nick, as early as June 21st. There's no official date yet, though. You might have said already, but did CYP really try to... He didn't try to sue me, no. I didn't say... I didn't really talk much about him. He left me angry voicemail, like threatening me and shit, and saying some wild shit, but no suing. Of course. Well, I'm just asking you. Did Roy start going downhill after he went back? Yes. That's one of the biggest examples in boxing history of why going up and down in weight can be a detriment. I believe Roy was also mentally done at that point. I don't believe it was just the weight. Roy's best of the 90s? Best ever. What you mean? Ali? Oh, boy. You might not like it. Let me ask you a question. What are your views on Ali before I give you mine? Because I might scare you off. You're new to the room. I don't want to lose you. Oh, yeah. Just after he heard me on the Boxing Voice basically just say, I don't respect that he quit and, he shouldn't have quit. And, and you guys know me. I don't shit on people. I just gave my honest opinion and then, yeah, he didn't like that. So I've noticed that whenever anybody talks, he just wants he wants it to stop being talked about. Like he wants people to stop. I think it's very embarrassing and like makes him feel like shit. What happened. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you talk as much as he did, and then you're fighting in front of a community of thousands and thousands of people. Of course, people are going to talk about it. What do you expect? I hate the commentary by Jimmy Samples saying Tarver set up Jones. Clearly, it wasn't. Oh, you're rude. There he is. Zachy, why you do that? Interesting. So you don't comment on prime Roy Jones kissing cowhide before delivering NyQuil. You don't comment on that, but you comment on Roy at 40 fighting a dude who he still fucking dropped, just didn't have it in him to finish him. I think Ali had a lot of blemishes in the defensive aspect, but Ali is in the 60s. There you go. So we're in the same exact boat. I think Ali is overrated a bit as a fighter, but not as a human being. We're in the same boat, Mega. Some fucking guy on... What do you mean, who's CYP? You were just in the Boxing Voice today. Don't you watch it? Floyd beat the most champions and best names out of his era. He dominated for over 12 years. Ali lost and battered. Well, yeah. Yeah. Joe Louis did the same thing. Joe Louis ended up losing later in his career. Ali lost in his prime a few times. Now, he did have 2 or 3 years of his prime taken away from him. True. Yes, he was. A lot. Like WWE level type shit. And he got this is where I turned off from him. Is I remember the first time they asked me who I think is going to win once he signed the fight, he was probably so nervous and insecure about it. And then when I said I think the guy with the experience, I'm like, you're asking me, a fighter, to pick somebody who's never ever stepped in the ring against somebody with numerous amateur fights? Of course I'm going to go with the amateur experience. I just said, I think experience is too much. And he came in, called me a fucking Karen, said I'm a white racist. Sorry, being racist, because it hurt. I think it scared him so much to think that people don't think he's going to win. And that's fine. I get being nervous. It's a tough thing to get into, to fight and all that. But when you start calling me racist and being, that's when I was done at that point. I liked him before that, though. As was overplaying CYP this song. Lampley. Not important. If you don't know it, doesn't really matter. It's a guy that calls into this other show that I'm on. Ali fans can't comprehend the ring and outside the ring. It makes, well, we finally agree on something, Armor Pilates. Marco, do call-ins tomorrow. Not if you're going to say ratchet shit about other people in this community. I'm not. Skylar Ortiz, what up? Ali never lost. Really? So you're saying 29 years old is not his prime, Skylar? Is that what you're saying? Is 29 years old not Ali's prime? Answer me that. Riddle me that, and then we'll continue this conversation. Because that's how old he was when Joe Frazier beat him. Knocked him down, wobbled him numerous times, and got the victory. When did Ali lose his? I just said that. Frazier, 39. You don't think 29 is in his prime? Okay. I disagree. 29 has always been the prime. Now, you have exceptions. Mike Tyson's. So unless you're saying Ali was a Mike Tyson prime, where his prime only lasted, Tyson's prime ended in 89 because mentally. But physical prime goes generally back then into your early 30s. With 31, 32, then you start going down. Up until the 2000s, 2010s, then, you had Hopkins come in and do all the shit he did. Back then, early 30s, you're starting to fall. So unless you're trying to say Ali had a Tyson prime, which was short, at which point, in my opinion, excludes Ali, just like I exclude Mike Tyson from all-time great conversations. Because you need to have a significant prime to being included, in my opinion. I don't take the whole career, because you're not going to count like Joe Louis losing when he's fucking 40. I'm not counting that. You know what I mean? So. Word. I don't think he's really going to sue. I mean, if he does, he does. It's up to him. Marco gets some hate towards Ali. Hate? No hate at all. Hate. I got nothing wrong with that. I love Ali. I just don't think he's the greatest fighter within the ropes. Within that squared circle, I don't think he's the greatest fighter. I don't even think he's the greatest heavyweight. Age is not simultaneous with prime. Really? Okay. So then, say when you take 4 years. Okay. Ooh, so then you're saying, well, then I exclude him from all-time great talks if his prime we only have 4 or 5 years of watching him be an active fighter to go by. I exclude him. He has to be excluded. In my opinion, it's too short. I exclude Mike Tyson. I exclude Ali. So yeah, he fought from 1960 until 70. That's 10 years. Ooh, then maybe we don't exclude him. So he fought from the age of, what's he, 19 to 29. That was his prime. 10 years his prime. Okay. So if you want to go by that Ali from 60 to 69, right? That Ali, is that what we're doing? Skylar, you tell me if that's what you want to do. You want to go with that one? You want to go with that one? So you really think that the Ali who whooped Cleveland Williams, who was a dude who just came right at him, was slow, but still, you think that Ali, the one who whooped Cleveland Williams, can beat the Mike Tyson who beat Spinks, who beat Rebalta? That guy? Because you take that Mike Tyson, I don't think anybody beats that Mike Tyson. The problem is that Mike Tyson had it even shorter. His prime was only 5 years. Ali's is 10. That's actually enough. That's enough. 10 years. I was wrong. I thought it was only 5 or 6. 10 years to me is definitely enough. You need to, in my opinion, you got to have at least 7, 8 years of a prime for me to have it qualify as greatest of all time talks. I'm not taking somebody who had, like, that's why I don't do Salvador Sanchez. Too short. Died at 23. Too short. You trying to do the Chappelle Show thing? I pick Leonard greater than Roy because he fought tougher competition. I get that. And that's okay. That's okay. I get that. And I'm not even going to argue with you over that. I just think that Roy, it's not his fault who he fought. He fought whoever was around, but he just looked more spectacular. Roy was faster than Sugar Ray Leonard, and he was clearly significantly bigger than him. And he hit harder. Now, Leonard was no joke, though. Leonard is my top 5, maybe top 10 all time. But look, he lost in his prime. I never said that Ali would beat Tyson. I'm just asking that he's the best all time. But you just say he didn't lose in his prime. Okay, well then you're right. But again, I didn't consider his prime ending. But I should have, now that I think about it, because he even looked different. Remember? He went from like the thin dude with a bit of the flat top, moving around, to clearly like 20 pounds heavier. He didn't have the flat top anymore. He had a different hairdo. He took more punches. He was less mobile. He looked way different. So there was a difference. So you know what? Hey, maybe we taught each other something today. That Ali is no joke. Can he beat Mike? I don't know. That Ali could beat almost anybody, though. I'll say that. That Ali, that version, right before fucking the suspension. Let's talk about Ali, man. What about Hearns? Oh, shit. Signature sounds coming in hot. Hitting me with that extra crisp. Who's the boxer? Who's the best boxer you've witnessed in the gym, Marco? Can it be someone known or unknown who you cleaned house and sparring? Oh, man. I mean, probably Trinidad. Watching him do his thing. There's a couple unknowns that were dope. But Trinidad, seeing him spar, probably Trinidad. I didn't really see that many. I didn't see that many big names spar live coming up because I just was in New York. So whenever dudes would be in New York and they would happen to come to my gym to work out, during that week, fight week, I would see them. But a lot of them didn't choose my gym. I was at this gym called Church Street. They would go to like Gleason's. If I would have been at Gleason's, I probably could have shot off tons of names too. That would have been, and if I was a more serious competitive fighter, I probably would have switched over to Gleason's. So I'm around the best. Because like my gym was dope, but it didn't have the best. Marco Roy was fast. He was not faster than Leonard. Yeah, he was. Bet you if you had one of those baseball things that measure the speed of a pitch, I bet you fucking Roy's punch would come in faster than Leonard's. And he's way bigger. Leonard lost to lightweight, arguably the greatest lightweight of all time. And when Duran beat him, he had over 70 fights. He was past his prime and out of his weight class. So he still lost during his prime. What's the point? Everybody loses during their prime. Almost everybody. Actually, no, not almost everybody. A lot of people don't lose during their prime. A lot of people don't lose during their prime. That's true. So what's your point? I know who Duran is. I don't get it. Mark, you think Berlanga ready for Billy? Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Yeah, they're about the same level. Got to throw Julio Cesar Chavez in the mix. Yeah, Chavez was no joke. Roy was one of the greatest ever. Hell yeah. Where did you get those belts in the back? Amazon. Vance 2028. I don't know what you're talking about, but what's up, JD? I saw Zahir Rahim once. Dope. MAGA. I'm saying that Roy is better than Leonard. Oh. By the way, raffling off these unopened Grant gloves, as you see, these are 10-ounce pro fight gloves, is what they use in the ring. They're lace up, they're pro regulation. In the package, as you guys know, Grant does not sell online anymore. So if you want to enter the raffle, send $10 to this Cash App right here, and then within 5 days or so, someone will be chosen by random, and they will be shipped to you. So I would enter soon if you want to. If we don't have enough entries, I'm not doing it. By the way, we need another 15 entries or so. I'm saying that Roy's better than Leonard. He is. Good. Well, you know what? I like you after all.
Y'all must have forgot.
What's up, Motion? I met Hopkins at a gym where he KO trained that. Damn. Berlanga versus Plant is better than... That'll be fun. Marco, who lost more clear? Mayweather to Castillo or Tank to Roach? Even. Both the same. Both the same. Probably Floyd, maybe a slightly more clear, but both the same. Heavenly blessings. Watching you from... What's up, Briano? Watching me from where? Dominican Republic. Beautiful. Appreciate you. You have grants. That's rent money. Like I said, I'm raffling them off. You can get them too if you want. $10 to the Cash App anytime between now and whatever, a few more days. Roy would not have lost to Duran. Well, yeah, but they're not the same. They're not the same size, so it's kind of, you know. Yeah, but Roy was just so. He was just better than Leonard. He just was. Just was. He was more spectacular. Just your eyeballs don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like Roy was just more spectacular than Leonard. It's just that simple. Leonard is. You got Roy and the two Sugars. Those are the three most spectacular fighters I think any of us have ever seen. Like speed, power, veracity. Those three. The two Sugars and Roy. Ali was close as a heavyweight, but he didn't fuck with those guys. Young Ali was close. Mike Tyson was close. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting Mike with those guys. The speed and the veracity and the combinations Mike had, Mike's there too. Fuck it. Mike, two Sugars, Roy. We could even argue Ali should be up in that bitch. What you think? Does Ali belong? Does Ali's eyeball test? Does Ali's speed, power, and veracity? And we're talking prime Ali, which we've established is from 1960 to 69. Does that Ali belong in the same boat with the two Sugars, Captain Hook, and of course, a prime Mike? Talk to me. Who you think produced more champions? Probably Pennsylvania. I don't even know. Or not New York. Probably Jersey or Pennsylvania. Band Up's Marco Shooter. You know it. You watch Roy with that Troy lazy eye. Huh? Mayweather? Personally, I don't know how to feel about Mayweather. He's one of the best. You think Prime Ali belongs? Okay. Bro, Marco, a good dude, and charging 25 to enter a PS5 raffle, and the running unlimited entry monthly is Marco Capin. It at 30. Yeah. 30 would be good. I don't know if we're going to get 30, though, because I think all of the community members already fucking entered, so. All the ones that will. I need a good fight to watch tonight. What's a good one before 2000s? Before 2000s? Try watching Buddy McGirt versus Pernell Whitaker. 2. Because Buddy drops Pernell in that fight. Try watching that one. That's fun. It's not, but it's technically fun. You want a banger or you want technical? That's a good technical one. Roy was great in his prime, but once he lost his speed, he declined. He didn't lose his speed. He lost. People, that's such a misconception. Yeah, of course, everybody loses their speed slightly. It wasn't his speed that he lost. He lost the fucking veracity. Simple. Meldrick Taylor. Meldrick Taylor is one, but he wasn't as no. So that's the difference, Skylar. Yes, his speed was almost on board with those guys, or maybe it was, but the power wasn't. He didn't hit anywhere near as hard. You know, it was kind of Calzaghe. Like Calzaghe was a blinding fast, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? And Meldrick had the same kind of thing. He didn't really hit hard. So that's why I exclude Meldrick, but I'm with you. Close. Pretty boy, hand speed, Gary Russell. Yeah, Gary Russell is pretty fucking good. Either works. What you mean? Either works what? My bad. All right, I'm back. Ike Ibiabuchi versus David Tua was one of my favorite fights. They were brawling every round. Yeah. But what I don't like about that fight is that nobody really got hurt or went down. And I'm telling you, like for the sake of my videos specifically, if nobody gets hurt or goes down, I'm telling you the videos just aren't as potent. But that they set a record for the most punches thrown in a 12-round heavyweight fight, those two. How do you feel about Panama Lewis? I mean, motherfucker was cheating. Aaron Pryor is one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. He didn't have the speed of those guys, though. He was fast. He was exceptionally fast, but he wasn't golden platform fast, which is where Roy, the two Sugars, and Mike and Ali stood. Ali was fast, but I'm telling you, it wasn't as fast as those guys. Mike Tyson had faster hands than Ali, and Mike Tyson fucking outweighed him, only by like 5 pounds or whatever. But I'm just saying. Yeah, Tua versus Ibiabuchi was good. Ernie just hit hard. I mean, he didn't have fast hands. They both had a chin. Yeah, they did. That's true. Zabs. Yep. Zabs. I have Zab in the top 10 fastest punchers of all time list. He comes in at 10 for me. Tua would have fucked Ali up. If you go by what Joe Frazier did, you have an argument for that. But I think Joe Frazier was faster with his feet and with his punches than Tua. So I don't think so. I think Tua was a little slower, kind of, heavier footed version of Joe Frazier and didn't move his head as much. So I'm not sure. Mark, if you show me some chili, I'll dog walk CJ and you can't make him. Oh, get out of here. I'm going to get off in like 5 minutes. I got to get my daughter. All right, what else we got? See how you said Panama a cheat? Got to give Roy that same treatment. Panama, you're telling me somebody who literally premixes illegal shit, puts fucking plaster in people's gloves, rips out hand pads, 3 or 4 instances of something that is premeditated, that you literally have to premeditate to do. You're saying that's the same thing as somebody who one time bought a supplement off the shelf at a GNC store that had fucking something banned that he didn't know about? You're comparing those two. You, my friend, are a USDA grade A hater. I just ordered the cheese pizza. Why'd you give me the hateroni? I didn't want the hateroni. Keep it. You eat the hateroni. Pacquiao with speed? Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. He should be up there. Good point. We got to put him on that stage. Explosive speed, we'd call that list. Explosive speed. Pacquiao goes on there. Word up. Marco, are we saying Roy lost his IQ or became chinny? No, neither. Lost his drive. Didn't want to be in the ring anymore. You saw, it's a lot like what happened to Wilder. He stopped throwing punches. Roy stopped throwing punches. Wilder stopped throwing them completely. Roy probably 50 to 70% he stopped throwing. And he still threw a little bit because he threw so many to begin with, but it was clear. When sometimes you get knocked out, you're so scared to get knocked out again, you're gun shy. That's where the term gun shy comes from. That clearly happened to Roy. When did Roy take out the... No, not what? No, not Roy. Panama Lewis. You misunderstood my whole fucking argument. All the shit I said first was about Panama. The only thing Roy did was, by mistake, one time, take a supplement that was tainted. That he bought at a fucking... at a chain, at an American chain that should not be selling steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all Roy did. All the other shit, that was all Panama Lewis took out pads and all that from his fighters. I'm telling you that what you're saying is so wrong. Ali was insane. I've watched Ali's fights. I know he was insane. What am I saying that's wrong? If we're looking at his prime only, he didn't fight all those legends during his prime. So we don't know what he could have done in his prime. Because now I changed my mind up because of Skyler. So I'm like, okay, his prime. But in his prime, he didn't fight. The only legend he fought in his prime, first of all, Archie Moore was old as shit. Floyd Patterson were both old. The only young, and look, even Sonny Liston technically was old. He's lied about his age, but fuck it, I'll give him Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston's the only legitimate superstar fighter Ali ever beat in his prime. So, you know, that's what it is. But Tyson too. Tyson only beat fucking Spinks. Yeah, I'll let her try it out, but not like compete. What about Valero? Nah, Valero died too young, and he wasn't really known for speed as much as power. Oh, you're talking to him? Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, you seem to know too much about boxing, Skylar. I was confused why you said that. Makes sense. Skylar, by the way, I think this is your first time in the room, and if it is, I don't remember you. Please follow. Come back. I actually got to go get my daughter. I'll try and make it on tonight. I don't think I am because it's my date night, but as you guys know, I'll be on tomorrow for sure. Please subscribe, hit the like button, do all that stuff. If you want to submit for the raffle for the gloves, do so as soon as possible. All right, you guys are the best. Peace.